Yeah. Greetings and welcome to the 1-6 Scale Man proudly presents. You know what it is. It is Sunday Fun Day with the crew, Collectors Lounge International. So glad to have everybody here with us. Sorry for the latency, but I just found that I'm supposed to be at a baby shower and it kind of slipped my mind. So I got to figure something out. So as soon as I jump off the show, I got to get on the road and head over there and check out my guys. So anyway, thank you guys for being here. It's going to be a decent show today. Can't do it without the crew as always, and I definitely can't do it without you guys. So definitely on your way in, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe if you haven't already. Share. We are on our way to 4,000 subscribers, so definitely trying to get there. So again, we appreciate your support. I appreciate your support on board and on this ride. But again, let me bring in the crew and see what's going on with everybody, man. How y'all doing? What's going on?
What's going on,
man?
Shane, you pulling off double duty, bro. You just jumped off a show.
Yeah, I know. I was like,
yeah, I mean, like.
But tomorrow, I go away to Portugal for 4 days. I come back to Ireland for 2 days, and then I go Sri Lanka for 2 weeks. So there will be no content for the next 3 weeks. You know what I mean? So
you gotta get it in where you fit in. I feel you.
I wanted to tie up a few loose ends. So
you're going to Portugal.
Yep.
Okay, bro. I went to Portugal. So when the first time, before I moved back here permanently, when I was in Australia, I went from Australia to New Zealand, and then from New Zealand we went to Portugal, because it was a friend of mine's family member was over there, and they were getting married. So we spent like 7 days over in Portugal before, and I came back here, but then I went back to Australia to kind of prep and get ready to go back, come back here, bro. Portugal is a beautiful place, bro. Like, it is a beautiful, beautiful place. And the people, I don't know if it was just us because we were there for the first time. I was there for the first time, but they were nice as shit. The food was great, but the food also gutted me, bro. Like, because it was certain things that was spicy as fuck, bro.
You toast.
Bro, it gutted me, bro. Like,
I love spicy food, right? But that's a gamble.
yeah. It's bro, it's like so like in the US they put so much stuff in our food that like when we go to other countries and we taste like the natural processed food or food that's not processed, we're dead. I went to Bolivia with my wife's family, and I was there for 2 weeks, and I probably spent most of the trip in the bathroom. So I was like, I'm dying. Like, I was like, I got nothing left, y'all. Like,
I'm suddenly very conscious that I'm under you.
Bro, I went over there and I was like, yo, everything was nice, but like you, Cam, like I was in a hotel room. I kept going back to the hotel room. I stayed there for maybe almost an entire day because my stomach was gutted.
Yeah,
I just had to look out the window and look at the beach, like the sights and stuff like that. But
it's tough. It's tough.
I can't wait.
Definitely, man. Thank you for being here as always. Cam, what's going on with you, cuz?
Good, man. Got up early this morning. I decided to go to church today, so that was good. Got to hang out with the family a little bit, and just been taking my daughter to all these birthday parties. It feels like at this age, at kindergarten to first grade, every weekend is a damn birthday party. And I'm like, my God, I'm like, you can't know these many children, but obviously they're continuously happening. So it's good because she gets to go swimming, and that puts her to sleep a little early. So less work on my side. But man, glad to be here, bro, as always.
So glad to have you here, cuz. And last but not least, we got cheating ass Dan in the building. What's going on with you, bro?
Shit, man, not much. Just woke up not that long ago, so I sound all fucking like I've been but not much, man. I actually just saw Transformers last night. It was
Did you like it?
It was pretty dope, man.
That's
I was
good.
like, wow. Like,
It's
good. Of course it had its couple cheesy moments, but I was like, wow, this is actually a really good movie. Like, I was
Did they look at G1?
What's up?
Do some of the Transformers look Generation 1?
Same as the last movie,
Yeah, pretty-
basically.
like-
mostly.
like
I guess it's
Bumblebee.
more like close to like the Bumblebee as far as like
Yeah.
their
Because
outfit.
they kind of
stuff.
look like G1.
Yeah, because
yeah,
when
Prime does. Prime
yeah
does.
when they went to like that what was the final film or the chronologically it was like the last film was like the Last Nights or something like that, and they were like I don't know, they just look like super different, but yeah, it definitely looks a lot more G1 now. I think that's really good about it.
Mm.
Somebody
Cool.
said it's that Wonder Woman eating a banana on Dan's mic.
yeah.
It is.
I had to ask a question about that last week. I was
Bro.
like,
Dan knows exactly what he's doing with that.
Yeah.
I think that's her. But
It's product placement.
there you go.
Bro, you know what? The thing is, because Cam, you did say something about it before, but I didn't take a look at it. So now that I can see it up close, I'm like, what the hell?
Bro, it's like I didn't realize that Robert Burnett, his microphone is what, Frederick Douglass?
Frederick Douglass, yeah.
I was like looking, I was like, oh, the microphone bush. I get it. Right?
Yeah.
But I was like, oh shit. I was like,
Yeah.
damn, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. Brent said cheating ass Mike. Definitely, man. So it's gonna be a good time. So glad to have everybody here, and also glad to have you guys here. What's going on in the chat? We got Renz Talentino in the building. We got Jose G. Hernandez here. Shiny is out there with us. Great call out. He said, we got Larry Walker in the building. What's going on? Shane is out there. We got Daryl Smith, K. Carter. We got my man Calvin. He said, good morning, out and about with the family. Six Flags today. Sent Leo pics of some IC custom pieces. Bro, I'm going to pull that up because that was one of the reasons why I put it on the thumbnail, because IC Custom is actually releasing a dope ass diorama set. And I saw it and I was like, for anybody who is actually getting the Flash or any figures, if you're getting the Keaton from the Flash, that diorama set, or if you're getting the Flash itself, that diorama set is dope. So we are going to talk about that in a little bit. So shout out, Cal. Thank you very much for that. We got OG fan when Star Wars was just Star Wars. Thank you for being here, bro, as always. We got Blitz 0065. Galactic J is out there with us. Brandon Salad, Andy H, Agent Silver Fox, Ian, probably in his crib, butt ass naked watching this. We got 12-inch Move Stream in the building. We got, let me see here, Empire Strikes Again, AJ Agrusa. Mark Mitchell is in the building. We got my man Malika Mabane is in the building. Thank you for being here. Aaron Panada is in the building. And Windman 42, thank you for being here. Collectible Chats as always. And we got the Booty King, Docinator is in the building, and Joker J is here as well. So thank you guys for definitely stopping through and being here, and definitely being a part of the gang, because we got a lot well, not really a lot, because really it wasn't really a lot going on this week, to be quite honest. I think there was only like two releases. Two releases, and I don't think there was a new reveal at all this week, right?
I thought it was gonna be a lot more than what we saw, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I really definitely thought it was going to be more than what we saw, but for what we saw, I was definitely excited about it. And we're going to start off with this guy because, again, I know there was some controversy. I don't even want to say controversy, but I mean, I think that a lot of people overlooked what we got from, the pre-order. So now here's a lesson. The lesson is, when you get prototypes, study the prototype before you basically make a decision, a conscious decision. Study the prototype, because then you'll know that they told you exactly what you were getting in the very beginning. Like, they didn't pull any punches. So at least you know, and you can't say that you were surprised. So definitely, I want to pull this one up and talk about it here. And of course, that's Moon Knight itself. That figure that was actually released. This was one of the two releases this week. And myself, right off the rip, I was going to get this anyway. It was a no-brainer because, again, I'm a Moon Knight fan, have been, since its first inception. I love the season. The only thing about the season that I didn't like was the last episode. And with the reasons, I liked it, but I hated it at the same time because of the route that they actually went and how it ended off. But besides that, the figure I think is dope. I know there were a lot of people that were sort of like upset about the hood and the spacing between the hood and the actual uniform itself. But this is exactly what they showed you, and I don't think that there was any other way they could have actually done this, and you keep the same form that you wanted for the actual hood itself. So I mean, that aside, everything else aesthetically about this figure is great. It's amazing. I cannot wait till it drops. Shane, I didn't hear from you about this, bro. What's your thoughts on this figure, man?
Well, obviously, like I wasn't a big fan of the show, but the first episode really drew me in. Really drew me in.
Yeah.
Just that concept that he was kind of like, you know, setting traps for himself so he'd know if he was like sleepwalking or getting up to stuff at night and stuff like that. I thought that was really good. I thought Oscar Isaac was really good in the role. I really liked the design of Moon Knight. After watching the show, I went back and read some of the initial comics, like, you know, the first appearances and stuff like that, and learned about Jake Lockley and Taxi Driver and all that kind of stuff. Thought that was kind of cool the way they had that at the end, actually. The figure itself, I think looks pretty much the same as the prototype. Like the prototype was clean. This is clean. Like, I mean, I think something about like Hot Toys, like they got some good 1/6 scale laundrettes, because those Tuscan Raiders are clean, Besban Luke is clean, and this is clean. You know what I mean? So, but this looks like the prototype to me. The hood is sculpted, but the hood is sculpted in the prototype. If they had given you a material hood on this, even with a wire, I do not think you'd be able to get it to sit the way this sits here, to be honest. You like, how do you know what I mean? We've even seen some of the Jedi hoods can be a bit awkward, like. But yeah, look, I think the proportions look good. I heard people complain about kind of like the kind of chest section of it. But I do actually think that's screen accurate as well from looking at some of the photos. A bit concerned maybe with the elbows. They're probably going to gather a bit, I think, maybe for posing. I suppose people want to be conscious of that, especially if you're doing more dynamic poses or leaving those elbows bent for a while. What else? Is the crescent moon that it comes with, is that styrofoam or what? Or
It's
I
like
think
an issue with
it's
that?
like-
This looks great. This
From
is
what
the
I've
shot.
seen.
This is the shot.
Yeah.
This is the
Yeah.
shot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it looks cool, but it's not one I'm going to pick up. You know.
Yeah, definitely, man. Cam, what are your thoughts about this piece, bro?
Yeah, I'm super excited to get this one. I am adding this to my collection. So you wrote it down last week. So
Yeah, I
just wanna
did.
make sure
Yeah.
it's noted that it is coming in.
He's
And then I'm
free.
also I'm also adding the what is it, the gentleman from Social Toys as well. That'll be my first figure from Social Toys. So I'm actually excited to see, as far as height wise, how close they are, you know, in proximity, because they are the same, essentially the same character with different suits, if you think about it. So I'm hoping they're pretty much spot on, almost identical in height. But yeah, I really love this whole entire figure as a whole and its suit. I did see someone actually take a I think like a lighter gray brush to the figure, and it really made a difference, because I've seen a couple of reviews and it looks a lot brighter than these photos actually, you know, show us. But other than that, I mean, I didn't really have a gripe with the hood, but like Shane said, I would have a hell of a time just trying to fix that hood to get that shape right there. So for it to be already molded and set in stone as it is, I'm fine with that. But I mean, at no time in this film or in this show did we ever see him without the hood with this mask on. So for me, it's like, all right, well, I mean, why would I want the mask why would I want it to come off, you know, unless I'm changing it with a head sculpt. So, and the good part about getting the gentleman figure for Social Toys, that it does come with a head sculpt, so I can kind of use that with this as well. So yeah, definitely what I'm adding, and I can't wait to see what they do later on in this series for the show, though.
Yeah. I'm hoping, like I said, we get a Scarlet Scarab, bro. Like I really want.
I would hope that like a third party picks it up. I doubt Hot Toys will do it, but if a third party did it, I would think it would be really cool. I know she has her own comic now. It recently came out, so they're trying to explore more with the character. So I'm hoping that'll put an incentive for somebody to make her, though. So we'll see.
And then from what I'm hearing, like they are in development of making her more of a presence in the MCU.
Yeah. Because I think where we're going now, I mean, in the MCU, is we're gonna get more into what goes bump in the night type monsters. You know what I'm saying? More than exploring space. I think after the Marvels, the space exploration of the Marvel universe is gonna kind of be
they're going to die.
dampered back about, and then we're gonna start talking about more like what's going
Street
on in
level.
Earth in the shadows type thing.
Yeah,
So,
like street level, more of the mysticism. You know what I
yeah.
mean? That
Especially, I mean, we think about it with Ironheart coming out, and we have what is it, the Hood?
the hood. Yeah,
And, he uses what magic for his, right? So it's like,
Yeah.
all right, we're starting to dabble into that as we go on. So
yeah, definitely. I can't wait. And that's what I'm saying. Like, I want them to kind of, because I think that's what how we were introduced to the Marvel or the MCU cinematic universe itself, through characters as Iron Man, through Cap,
Right.
even though Thor was, a cosmic entity, you know what I mean, a god, he still was ground level. We did basically see him on Earth. And I think that itself works better, and it bodes well to them when they start sticking to, because when you start getting to that cosmic space and with the multiverse, it confuses people.
That shit get real confusing for a lot of
It
folks.
gets really,
Yeah.
especially if you haven't read the source material, you're not going to know.
Right.
You
Exactly.
know what I mean? Like, it just keeps you alienated. So I think that they should stick to or go back to street level, and it would make more sense, at least for right now, until you've been able to. And I think they should have did that in the very beginning and then explain what was going on. See some subtle differences here and there, but they just went big, and
they went all the
sometimes
way.
it
So
isn't, you know what I mean? It is what it is. But yeah, I can't wait to get this piece. This, and like you said, the gentleman, which is Mr. Knight, is going to definitely be a dope set to actually have, and companion piece to the figure. Dan, cheating ass Dan, are you getting your hands on this piece, bro?
Nah, man, I'm kind of like Shane, or I didn't like the show very much. Just even the first there's a couple episodes that were like still really good, but like overall, like I was a little bit like underwhelmed with it. I thought it'd be a little bit more based on that first episode, but I mean, it was still like not bad. There's definitely worse shows. But yeah, I don't know. I never really knew much about this Moon Knight character, so like it doesn't really have any sentiment for me. So I don't see myself picking this up unless like maybe he comes out in something like I don't know, maybe like an Echo or one of the newer shows, and like he's actually like pretty sick. I don't know. I just don't have really an attachment to him. But I heard he's cool. Like he's a cool character to read in the comics. So like maybe I will go back and check him out. But I mean, the figure looks great though. I'm not gonna lie. Like it looks pretty cool. But yeah, it's just something not for me right now.
Yeah, I think, and again, like I said, the character is not going to be for everybody. I think that would, and I was talking about this the other day. I think would have made more sense is if he would have got a cinematic release. If it would have been a character that you saw on screen on the big screen first, because then you can iron out. You have more time to focus on the character development, to focus on Jake Lockley, to focus on the different aspects of Moon Knight as a character, Mark Spector, you know what I mean, all these different individuals you have a chance to kind of talk about. And I think that they should have historically went back and discovered what really happened to him, because the thing is, they expected us to really know off the rip. If they would have basically showed how he basically found Khonshu and how he basically got the power itself, then that would have probably been more but them just diving in, there's certain characters that you don't have to do that to. Like, for instance, Spider-Man, we already know that origin story because it's been told so many times. You know what I mean? Batman, same thing. It's been told so many times. But when you have a figure like Moon Knight, who you have no idea, people don't know about his backstory, they don't know where he comes from, and they just dove in the middle of his story, not even in the middle, but just in a space where it wouldn't have chronologically made sense to a lot of people. You know what I mean? So I just felt as though that they could have, it'd have been better if they did it cinematically, but knowing, and you can't always rely on your casual fans to say or think, oh, they probably read the story before, or they'll probably read and go back. No, they didn't. I don't care how many QR codes you put on a show. Sometimes people will bypass that and they won't click, they won't scan it. They'll just wait for the next episode. You know what I mean?
I think they should know like what characters like are already known and which ones aren't. Like,
Yeah.
you know, like
I mean-
they're a big ass company. Like they should know that shit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like you
know, but
should know which characters.
yeah,
are
like
gonna
you
have
said,
that.
we already know Spider-Man's, we already know
Yeah.
Batman's. Like,
Yeah.
we already know that shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we
definitely
know
agree.
'em. So, you know what I mean? As you know, knowing those particular characters, knowing the connection that we already have to certain people, you know, other characters that are fresh off, and you're like, okay, now I want to discover. Like, I know about Moon Knight because I was raised on this character, but the casual fan knows nothing about this character. They're going to ask you questions, and they're going to ask their television screen questions like, what the fuck was that? Like, what was this? Or who, you know what I mean? Whatever. So, I don't know. But anyway, I mean, regardless, I mean, I'm going to get it because, like I said, I love the figure. I already said, like, I would have him. I can't wait to get that Blade figure. I would have him pose with Blade, probably Daredevil, just like other street level characters, just to kind of give that element. And I think it'd be decent. So, yeah. Not going to be for everybody, but I think aesthetically it looks good. If you want to, anybody wants to see reviews on it, you got MRC, you got Justin, you got a couple of people out there that have already reviewed this figure, so go take a look at it. I don't do reviews, I just do posing videos. So take a look at those videos and you'll get an idea of what you're looking for. Next up, of course, another show that might have been a divisive for a lot of people, but they love the character. And of course, that is the President Loki figure that they released. For me, again, I stuck with the TVA version of Loki. I didn't get this because I don't really. I mean, he was only on screen for all of like maybe a minute and 30 seconds. You know, in that one particular scene. But it just wasn't a character that I thought that I need. I don't need a ton of different variances of Loki in my collection. But with that basically being said, aesthetically, like this, it looks good. And it's crazy how if you look at this head sculpt, if you look at the TVA version, and then you look at that 2012 head sculpt that we got,
Yeah, it's like
there are differences. Like there are definite differences between those figures. So I don't know, Cam, are you getting this piece, bro?
So I'm kind of on the fence with this one. So I think it does look really good aesthetically. It is almost an identical release of what we saw in the Loki series, which I thought was really cool. But for this figure, I was just surprised that they actually put this one out. I mean, especially with that third party, I think also put this one out as well. As well as the older Loki or classic Loki.
Yeah, the classic.
So I'm surprised that like Hot Toys decided to do it. I would have loved for them to actually do Kid Loki.
Yeah.
Or either the third party would have done Boastful Loki as well, which was like a totally different take where he has Mjolnir in his hand. I thought that was kind of cool. But I mean, it is what it is. I think there is someone out there that's gonna love to pick this up, and I just realized how expensive that whole pack was, the exclusive pack with like all the stickers and all the cards and everything that just came out recently. And I think you get like a t-shirt with it, but it's almost like $580, I think, right?
I think.
And it's numbered, I think.
Yeah, I'm like, nah, I won't be getting that. Like,
that.
it just, I don't know. Like, I'm gonna throw a card at somebody's forehead or something. Like, what am I gonna do? So other than that, I mean, as a collector item, for me, I'm probably have to pass on this one. But I am still looking at the TVA Loki. I think that one is a good one though, for sure.
Yeah, that TVA Loki looks good. I already have that
spot on.
I can't wait to get that one. I got Sylvie in, was that yesterday? Yeah, Sylvie came in yesterday.
And they're a pairing. I don't think you can have one without the other. Like they look too good together.
They look extremely well. That was just like I got done with the video for Gambit and Rogue, and both of those figures look incredible together. So it's just like the pairing of two characters that you have, like as far as that, it looks really incredible. Really quick before I go to you, Dan, real quick. We got CMB Brock 1. It comes down to me. Are you buying these for the character or for the movies? If I like the characters, I'll get it for them. Never mind the story. That's where I am. That's basically where I am. Like if an IP isn't great, like if it's not good, but I love the character, then I'll just go that route. That was one of the reasons why I got Carnage. One of the reasons why I'm even getting Morbius. I don't give a damn about the movie, but the character aesthetically looks good. And I know that, you know, it is representation of, not an accurate representation, but it is a representation of the comics. And I know we'll never see that character again. So I was like, you know what? Why not get it now, have it in my collection, and then I worry about everything else later.
So saying that, you think they're gonna make a Creighton and a Rhino?
They're gonna make a Creighton, bro. I think they are.
I don't think Rhino gonna get made, but
Not a Rhino, but I
no.
know they're gonna make a Craven. They're definitely gonna make a Craven, bro. And I'm not getting it. I'm not getting, because
you think it's gonna look that bad? It's gonna be weird because I got a Quicksilver and then I got his same damn face right next to him. Be like,
they're gonna single joint. They're gonna single joint that body, bro.
You think so?
Know. They're gonna be like, oh, this movie gonna be ass. I'm just gonna single joint it. It's gonna be exposed joints. I hope the movie comes out really good though. But it's gonna come out. They're not gonna seamless that body. I'd be very surprised.
Bro, the poster looks good. The poster looks good as shit. But the trailer is the deviation of the character itself. Like, just from what I've seen, I was like, yeah, nah.
Well, so like I was talking about this on LWO like on Friday with the guys, and we were kind of talking about like his origin, right? Like in the comics, like he gets like this fucking witch doctor potion, right? So like we were kind of saying like, what's more like blasphemous, like the witch doctor potion or him getting lion's blood
made by a lion and a drip of blood?
Yeah, so it's like I think the potion, like to the casual eye, sounds a bit more goofy than that, like, you know, than the other version.
Yeah.
So I'm not mad at that, but man, my boy needed to bulk up a little bit, man. Shit.
Yeah, I mean, we know he's fit. You know, he's come a long way from
his Wheaties, bro. Fuck.
You know what I mean? He's come a long way from Kick-Ass, but
yes.
I don't know, bro. I'll leave it up to what we'll get later, but Sony needs to stop.
It's rated R as well, right?
Yeah.
He bit off
that
the dude's
might
nose
be
in the trailer, so
saving grace. We'll see.
It might be because he's going on land, but the thing is, they have him working. When you're trying to basically take a character and make him like an anti-hero type of situation.
Oh yeah. That's where it's like.
But they do that with all the characters though, and it's like, all right, can we just? I mean, Venom, he kind of a good guy, right? He's sometimes he's good. Morbius, he's sometimes good too. And then we look at Craven. Nah, you know his ass ain't good. But then he don't even have a Russian accent in the film. I'm like,
I found that odd.
Come on, like why?
Now, Cam. They're not bad guys. They're just misunderstood.
You're right. Oh, you know, what am I thinking here?
With some positive support and a good counselor, everyone can be okay.
That's true.
You know what I mean? It's like,
that's true.
No, he's a cold-blooded killer. Yeah.
Nah, he's definitely a cold-blooded, but he's a cold-blooded and calculated killer. That's the thing. He's not killing just because. He's a highly calculated killer or a hunter because he's hunting for sport. He's a character that's basically more so, who is the dominant species? How can I conquer? So he's literally a conqueror. He wants to basically be the more dominant figure. That's just the way it is. And that's why Spider-Man has always been more so a trophy for him. You know, and even some of the tropes in the comics of him not being able, and as angry as he's gotten on so many different occasions because he hasn't been able to dominate Peter as much. He might have whooped his ass a few times, but hasn't been able to dominate him. There's a reason for that, you know what I mean? And it's highly and I think we'll get the best representation of his character in the video game, not the movie. So that's, you know, definitely. But Dan, what about this, bro? Are you getting your hands on this figure, man?
Yeah, I'm thinking about this one just because, like, this is all right. So, like, this is one of those figures for me. It's like, it's cool. Like, I don't really have a big attachment to it either, but like, he looks so mischievous and like, you know, like it's just one of those things where like, okay, that's low key. Like, and like, he looks cool. He looks funny. Like, it's just one of those cool figures. Like every now and then that like I allow into my collection, you know? So like, I probably won't pick this up anytime soon, but like, you know, I'm not getting the collector's edition or anything like that. But
yeah,
if I see like the regular edition around and, you know, I got some funds laying around, yeah, I might pick him up just because like it looks really good. You know, like like I said, he looks mischievous. Like you can have him kind of doing whatever you want. Like, so yeah, like I think it looks cool. But yeah, I'll probably just wait for it to drop in price a little bit. I don't even think it's that expensive to be. I can't remember the price, but
I can't remember either. I think he comes with a lot of stuff though. The collector's
yeah. I want the little crocodile, dude. It's hella funny.
Yeah, I think that's honestly one of the best pieces on there is having that crocodile.
Yeah, or alligator. I think it's alligator.
Or the alligator Loki.
Yeah.
So this is the deluxe version that comes with all those.
I don't need all that. I don't need all that.
Yeah, nah,
Yeah,
I don't
it's a
need
lot
this.
of stuff, and I'm like,
Yeah, I don't.
you know, what reminds
That's
me
a
of,
light box right there, right?
Yeah, it reminds me of
That's
it reminds
pretty
me of
cool,
like some
man.
in art exclusive stuff that you get. Right? Like all the stuff, like they give you a lot of stuff in the in art box. So I'm looking at it, I'm like, it's got keychains and shit. This shit got like it's a t-shirt in here too. It's not on this picture, but there's like a Hot Toys t-shirt that says Loki on the side. I'm like, damn.
But you know, to be fair with in art, like they give you a bunch of stuff that was actually used in the movie. Like, you know what I mean?
Right. Yeah.
Like
yeah.
for the
And this is
Batman,
like,
you got that little laptop thing, the bonus
Right.
thing that he used. You know what I mean? It's like,
yeah, they got stuff
this
that's like
is-
very relevant to
yeah.
it. This stuff is like
Stickers.
I give my daughter like, you want a sticker?
your fridge is going to be
That's
covered.
smart.
You look good today.
That's
Like,
what
Yeah, stickers. And they got it's the wallet keychain where you put your cards and stuff like in, like you
I'm
see
like,
that.
damn.
And yeah, like are these also magnets that you can put on your refrigerator? Is any of those magnets or just
I don't know. I mean,
Yeah, just imagine you going around now and you've got your little Loki keychain, you've got your flash ring. Hey, lady,
look at this.
I got my flash ring.
We got the DX19 one.
You got all this.
yeah,
You're like giving the whole block the ick. Everyone,
You're like, please twist it all. You're like, man,
Right.
I got my outfit in this ring.
yeah, you would
Does this
have
outfit match my flash ring?
you would have a whole bunch of motherfuckers when they get this, they're gonna think about the conversation today and keep that shit in the box.
Oh god. Joao said on Collecting Weekly that, you know, if I see anyone wearing this ring, I'm going to punch them in the face. But now Ben Thomas is like, I'm definitely going to wear that ring. Oh, it's funny.
Yo,
That's
t-shirt is a future grail. He said the t-shirt. There's a t-shirt you get with this?
Yeah.
Really? This
And
year?
if we ever meet up, dude, we gotta wear our flash rings.
I'm telling you, and then we go, psh.
Yeah.
Yo, and you know what? The crazy part about that flash though is that the ring was only exclusive for Sideshow. Like literally, you
Oh
had,
shit! I didn't even know that.
yeah, you had to get because only when I tried to get it, I wasn't trying to get that, but I wanted to get the Flash figure through Underground. And he asked me, he was like, "Well, if you're trying to get the exclusive, that's only through Sideshow." I was like, I don't care, just give me the figure. You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, cool, that works." But the ring was only exclusive through them. So, oh, and Mike said, "Yep, there is a T-shirt." Wow, I didn't know you get a T-shirt with this.
Yep.
Oh, okay. Shane, are you getting this, bro?
No. You know what, man? Like, I think it's cool that they do these. Like, this guy was only on screen for like, you know, for like less. I know it was only one episode, wasn't it? It was just very little screen time. Like,
It was the seventh episode. What was how many episodes was this? Like
It was closer to the last. It was
it was
Yeah.
the second last, I think.
yeah,
Episode,
second to
was it?
last. Yeah. Yep.
yeah.
So like he had very little screen time really, like, and he was only on it for I think an episode. But I kind of like it when I do these out of left field releases. Like, I do like it, but I feel that this one is definitely for the completionist or the Loki diehards, the
Yeah.
ones that have to have all the variants. That they've got the Loki, the TVA, the Sylvie. This, like, if you're the guy who, like myself, who just needs one Loki, it's Endgame 2012 all the way. You know, you keep the helmet on, but it's Endgame 2012, you know? If you want to collect for the head sculpt, that's the TVA. The TVA, as far as Hot Toys 1/6, that is the best Tom Hiddleston head sculpt we've got.
Yeah.
And this one here, it's a really cool piece, though. I like the tailoring on the suit looks really cool. I like the way it's kind of torn. I saw someone post a really funny meme on the Facebook groups during the week. It was just this picture, and it had like a circle on the torn shoulder, and it was like, guys, okay, that's it, I'm out. First it was the hole in my Mando cape, and now there's a tear in my Loki figure. So obviously he's just taking the piss. I got a good laugh out of that. Like, but like just proportion wise and everything, I think this is it does look very cool. Like it does look it's just a cool looking novelty piece. I see it as a novelty piece, really.
Yep.
If you're a Loki major diehard fan, I can see where you want this, but I think for the general, I don't think a lot of people are going to get this. The head sculpt in this kind of throws me a bit. Like maybe the expression takes me out of it a little bit. Like it's sometimes I'm looking and kind of going, yeah, that's Tom Hiddleston. Other angles I'm like, not so much.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's like it's. Do you know what I mean? Like,
It's
from
like
that angle there, I don't really
too high
see.
or something like
Definitely the
that.
Tom
lighting,
Hiddleston.
probably.
Yeah, maybe.
He's got a bit much in the
When
cheeks
I
or
look
something.
at this, it's like it's a lot of crow's feet around the eyes in certain areas. Like it gets really like because it's like in certain angles you see Tom Hiddleston, it looks spot on. Certain angles it look like it's an aged version of him. You know what I mean? Like he's aged a bit more. But you know, aside from that, like you know, you can see like some really decent looks. I don't know. It's not one that I'm clamoring for that I definitely won't have in my collection. But the head sculpt, I think that you could, if for anybody who's getting this and they have that 2012, you can even swap this and put it on the 2012 and it would still look good if you wanted more of a mischievous look.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think you could, you know, definitely do that. Like I've seen someone who's actually swapped the TVA version with 12 and that looked good. Like that definitely did look good. But I think that the reason why we have that 18 head for the 2012 version is because of the helmet. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
So
like even it's right up here now, and I'm looking up and he's got the helmet on. I was like, yeah, that looks like Tom Hiddleston, but I know if I take off that helmet, it's just like no.
Yeah, bro.
No.
Yeah, bro. Like
No.
it's the one thing that I told myself I would never do is take that helmet off at
The
all.
TVA looks really good in it. I saw someone
Yeah.
post a picture of the TVA head sculpt on the 2012, and that looks slick.
Yeah, it does. It looks that version of it looks really, really, really good with that figure. But yeah, it's the 2012 one again. I guess they said, you know what, it's already out. We can't go back and fix that one. We'll just rock with that one. And we got two other figures to improve on, so we'll just put our focuses on that. But no, I mean, again, like here's the thing, if somebody gifted this to me, yes, I would definitely accept it. If it was at a more reasonable price, if it's something I can get down the line, then maybe. But right now, it's not something that I definitely need. Like I don't need it in my collection, especially for what we got. But like you said, Cam, I would have wanted to see more of a kid Loki if they would have gave us that.
That would have been cool. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that would have been super, super duper cool, man. So,
Yeah.
but I mean, there's not, because even when you look at like the stickers that you have, they got Mobius, they have the variant of Kang, the Kang variant that's actually there.
Yeah.
Like so they have so many different characters there, but we know we would never see them in 6-scale form. Like they're not going to go that route unless Mobius has a presence in this next season. So
Right.
yeah, and which I still think they wouldn't do it.
Yeah, I honestly think that, I mean, this one is it's a cool figure, but I feel like classic Loki is a better buy because it is, a different character, Richard E. Grant, the actor, which is, he did a great job in the show. But he also comes with the frog Thor, and then he also comes with the alligator Loki as well, which this one comes with. So it's like turning into Grogu, you know what I'm saying? It's like hella alligator Loki's floating around right now. So
yeah,
I'd love if someone did a display with like all the animals that have ever been released from Hot Toys. So you'd have like the frog, the alligator, you'd have Einstein, you can have Eagly, you could have who's the little Flurkin, just a bunch of animals. Just like someone like that'd be on Figure Flex Friday. That's really good, like Figurassic Park or something. Just take
just like a whole bunch of bro.
And has Deadpool the vet or something, or Nurse Joker or something.
Right? Yeah, that'd be crazy.
That would be crazy. But again, anybody getting this, like a lot of people out there who I know that they definitely are going to get this in hand, and you'll have a hell of a piece. if you want. It's just that I think that because they are releasing, like, there's so many different versions of Loki out there. um it's just like a pick and choose type of situation. Like, I already have the 2012, and because I have Sylvie, I want to have that TVA version, but I think the buck stops there for me. You know what I mean? Like, I don't need to have multiple versions of this character. You know what I mean? So even with the Richard E. Grant version of it, Cam, are you going to get that version?
Yeah, I am. I had pre-ordered it and I canceled it, and then I was like, oh no, I gotta get this thing. So I came through on the wait list for Sideshow and I added it back. So
Okay. Yeah, I don't need it. I just
yeah.
don't.
No, I feel it's for me. It was just so close to the original,
Yeah.
as far as like the comic version. So I was like, oh man, and his story was so cool that he did this whole illusion that Thanos, even thought he was killing them, and then he was just desolate on a planet by himself the whole time. So
Yeah. So I mean, his story arc, and I wish that they would have showed us or gave us an interpretation. But I understand, like, because this is crazy how when we watch a show or we watch a film, we're like, in our minds, I would have loved to see the comic accurate version of that suit. But then when you see it on screen, you see why it doesn't.
Yeah, you're like, oh, those are pajamas. Like,
yeah, you're like, yeah. Because even on Richard E. Grant, it looked like he was cosplaying, bro.
No, it did.
It did. It was still dope, but it was still like sort of like a laughable situation because of that, the concept and the interpretation live. But it's still dope that they went that route. Just like I wish Hot Toys would have gave us the that comic book version of both Scarlet Witch and the Vision on WandaVision. I wish they
with the pink tights, right? Yeah.
Now there's a third party who did that, but I wish Hot Toys would have did it because that would have been decent. It would have been an opportunity for them to really capitalize on that, because I think a lot of people, like, it's always, and if y'all notice, it's always the figures when they release those one-off figures that we like, nah, people won't get that, and that sells out quick. Low quantity numbers, we know, but still it becomes a grail because people are like, yo, they really, really want it. You know what I mean? It would look dope if they actually got it. So yeah, I think if they would have did that, that would have been insane. That would have definitely been insane.
Yeah, definitely.
You said 1-6-figure focus. Ashley L, if he took Cyborg out the box. Lumi, yes, I did. I took him outside the box, and you'll see a display for it soon. But yeah, I did manage to get him outside the box. I was telling her I was going to do it this weekend.
Leah, are you sure?
Yeah, I did.
Lumi wants me to ask you, did you take that outside the box?
I did.
She's not convinced.
He's right. As a matter of fact, I'll send her a picture so she'll know that I took him outside. There you go. Definitely. There you go. But moving on, again, I want to talk about something else here. Like, this is pretty dope. Saw this, and this is what Calvin was talking about earlier. This is IC Customs diorama 1/6 scale display. This is amazing. It's dope. Like, you get the complete set, the diorama set, from the Flash. This is Batman. The computer set itself. You get that little, like, the safe down there. This looks pretty good. Like, this looks real good, and for them to actually tackle this thing, I know it's going to be on people's radar, definitely when it's released, especially if you're a Batman fan, especially if now we don't know, we saw like the computer set that or Hot Toys teased, but I don't know if they're going to actually release that or not. You never know. Like, they always put it out there, but you never know it, and we don't know if they would actually do something like that. But this looks good. Now, my only thing is, I'm just looking at this and I'm like, yo, is that chair bolted down? Because it's a bit far away from the computer.
Yeah, it do look.
Doesn't it? Unless it's just the camera
I feel
angle.
like it might be able to move, honestly. Does it come with this? I mean, it comes with the stairs and grate, I'm guessing, right? Like,
yeah, it comes
with okay, all right. So it comes with the platform, all right.
Yeah, so it definitely comes with the platform.
I'd say they're all separate pieces there.
Yeah, I think they probably move around.
Yeah,
like, you can move them all around.
Yeah, I'm hoping that you can. I think you can move it all around. I think they just got the bolts there to look, so it gives you like that illusion that it's bolted down. But this definitely looks good. I'll go with you first, Dan. Dan, do you think you would get something like this, bro?
Think about it, depending on the price, but is it me or these look kind of small, like the chair and like the screen?
Yeah.
Doesn't it look a little undersized to be 1/6 scale? I don't know. It could be just the camera angle, but you know what I mean? Like it looks like a little too close to the ground.
Yeah. And this is just like the prototype.
Yeah.
Finished it yet. So this is.
But I mean, it's it's sick. Like I've always wanted to get like dioramas like this, but like I just never wanted to pay for like a custom like commission, you know, because it gets expensive when you start going the custom route. But you know, Calvin unboxed like one of his IC custom dioramas on LWO, and like it was the nightmare scene with the bunker, and then it had a whole Justice League dio, and it looked sick, man. Like it looks really good, but I don't know if I have the space for multiple of these. But no, this is dope, man. Like this is something definitely. If Hot Toys doesn't release that, you know, that 89 back computer and chair, then I might have to go with something like this, man. Like it looks really good.
Do you know what he should have done? Borrowed, or if he has a 1989 Hot Toys Batman, just pop that in there, even standing there.
Yeah.
Because it immediately cracked. That could be me. You know what I mean? And then the wheels start turning.
Right.
And then you're broke.
Yeah, I know, bro. It gives you more of a, you know, if you have the figure there, then you get more of an idea of how it's going to look, and you know, aesthetically, if it's going to be something that's, you know, going to work.
Looks great though.
But it definitely does look great. Shane, what about you, man? Is this something that you would think of? Well, here's the thing, Shane. I preface this by saying, because I know for you, it's always like a spacing type of situation, and I don't. Do you do diorama, Shane?
No, typically no. It would have to be something pretty damn special to kind of pull me in. Like with this, like there's no ifs and buts about it. Like I don't have the space for this. This is something that I'll just have to admire from afar and appreciate the artistry and live vicariously through the people who will get this and review this. But this looks cool, man. I mean, even the vault looks cool. The weathering on the steps look cool. The computers itself, this is I don't think I'd anywhere just fly. I don't think I've anywhere to put this really. I suppose the thing is, it does back into a corner. That's the only thing. Like this is a corner desk. I could put it right here, but it probably wouldn't be the best use of space, I'd say, for me. But no, it looks great. Looks great. But no, unfortunately, wouldn't be for me.
Yeah. It's, you know, again, it's not going to be for pretty much everybody, but I just thought, like I said, it looks really, really dope, you know, from what we're getting. You know, and if a company like this wants to take the advantage of giving us something like this, you know, and Hot Toys doesn't, you know, then I think that Hot Toys loses out, especially since you already previewed that computer set for the 89. That would have been a go-to. I wish they
wouldn't the one from the 89, the one that they kind of teased Hot Toys, isn't that just the main computer cluster? They didn't have any of the stuff to the right or the vault, from what I remember. They didn't have the chair. I don't think they even had the chair.
No, they had the chair.
Did they have the chair?
They did have the chair.
Because I wonder would the main cluster even fit inside a DTOF? Like it's probably unlikely, but you know. Like I could imagine, just like to my right here, there's a floating shelf. Like I could imagine putting the main cluster and the chair there and having the 89 sitting there. That would be an efficient use of space as well. Because even if the side computers come out over the floating shelf, that would still look pretty cool. Like, you know, but I wouldn't be able to commit to having all of the pieces, unfortunately. But that's great. Caught my eye on Facebook there during the week.
Yeah, definitely. One that, again, you know, for a lot of people, just depending. And I think that for me, if I'm looking at it, space would kind of play, because then you would have like a totally different shelving unit. Even like if you have a module case or a Casa case, we've known it. You know, how you do it, it just depends on, you know, how that's going to kind of work itself out. So we'd have to see. Cam, what about you, bro?
Yeah, no, it's definitely gonna be a no for me. I don't even collect Batman figures, so unless Tony Stark is building some new shit I don't know about, then I wouldn't be able to use this. Other than that, it looks really good aesthetically, honestly. I'm thinking that Bruce Wayne from Mars Toys with the Michael Keaton head sculpt. I think it would be really cool to be sitting at this computer, kind of like contemplating, what's his next move type thing. If I were to display it, opposed to having just Batman or the Flash just hanging around in here. But yeah, it's cool. It's a cool accessory, especially if Hot Toys decides to pass up on making this, like many things that they do sometimes. So another opportunity for everybody to get something that they want. So I think it's great.
Yeah,
Do you know what you could do? Just you reminded me there. You could have that Bruce Wayne. You have the Bruce Wayne sitting on the chair.
Yeah.
Then if they do the Alfred, you could have the Alfred come in. And then if the people picked up that 1989 Batman 2.0, you can have Alfred like with the Vicky Vale shoe.
Yeah.
I've had it cleaning up after you. You know what I mean? Could happen.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be dope. That definitely would be dope. But no, I mean, I think, with a company like this and most of like these commissioned, unlicensed companies, doing pieces like this, I think it's amazing, man. And it just goes to show that other companies are willing to pick up where Hot Toys left off if they're not going to do it. So I don't know. We just basically have to see. And let me know, everybody out there, if this is something that you would actually get your hands on. If this is something that you think you would actually have in your collection, it'll be interesting to seeing. Like you said, though, Shane, I hope that eventually, once they get to the point where they're more in the developmental stage of this, that they add a figure so we can see aesthetically how it's going to look. Because I think that's going to be more so a deciding factor. You know what I mean? But going forward here, I want to ask a question. And we were talking about this kind of off screen. We know that the buzz around the Flash in the very beginning was positive, like from critic reviews, early reviews. People were like, yo, this movie is fantastic, it's amazing. We even got quotes like it's one of the best superhero movies ever made. After seeing it, I was like, yeah, I wouldn't put it on that level, but I'll say it was good. You know what I mean? I think the storyline was good. I know there were some questions about the CGI. Me myself, I was like, you know what? I came up, born in the 70s, coming up from the 80s. I was like, yo, CGI was terrible. So it's as long as the story is good, I can look past the CGI. But I thought all in all, the story was, pretty decent. It carried itself for what it was. But numbers are speaking louder than anything else. Numbers don't lie. And from what they're showing is that this is abysmal. Like Flash, it could possibly be, it's on par to being the worst cinematic release, even worse than fucking Black Adam. And I couldn't believe it, bro. Like I'm like
crazy, man.
Yeah, I know. That was
when I think about that, bro, I'm like, wait a minute. But somebody says something that made sense. They were like, the difference between this and Black Adam is that you had its main star promoting the film. So that was a huge thing. Rock was false promising that the power, the hierarchy or the power was going to change, and it didn't. They were promising that we would actually see eventually a Black Adam in a Superman fight, which didn't make sense to me because you're completely bypassing Shazam.
right.
But for this film to be labeled the worst right now, and all the numbers that are coming out, do you think we will still see this figure? And do you still think that we'll get a release? Dan, what do you think, bro?
I mean, yeah, it should. I mean, Hot Toys isn't always just based off everything, like, off of the numbers of stuff. I mean, she's a popular enough character where like enough people want her, they'll make her.
Yeah.
Doesn't necessarily. I mean, like kind of like Black Adam. Like a lot of people fucking hated that movie. Like, but people want the figure because of the character, So like, I could see them like kind of bypassing the whole numbers game and just going off of what is going to sell for them as a company. Like, I don't think it's going to have too much to do with them. I think they're going to do it, but then again, who knows? Because Hot Toys is going to do what Hot Toys does, man. They could just hold on to this for a year or two and drop it later, or We don't know. We don't know. It's hard to say for sure, but I mean, I would think people would want this, and that Hot Toys would drop it because of that.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll
Yeah.
see.
We'll definitely see how it goes, man. It's definitely Shane. What do you think, bro? I know that you talked about this film and your experience with it and stuff like that. I know like one of your the biggest days for you was I'll go into this film and I don't think after this film that I may even get a figure from it. Just depending on, I know that was weighing heavily on it. And I know that we talked about it before where you were like, well, no, I don't think that I need a figure from it, but it's not saying that the movie was terrible. Do you think that, with the film being that it was that, and how the numbers have come out and that's kind of hurting it right now. And I think they even said like, and Cam, I'm gonna get to you on that one too, because I think they actually said, that this film and the success of this film was riding on a second one, but we'll talk about that basically in a minute. But Shane, what are your thoughts? Do you think that we'll see this Supergirl?
I think this is coming, to be honest. I know that they tease a lot that ends up in purgatory, but look, the N1 teased purgatory.
Yeah.
The Vulture teased purgatory. The Batman 2022 teased purgatory. But they're all huge pieces. Let's be honest. This is a figure. It's the summer's long enough. I know it's down. I think it's down 72% on profits that it earned on its opening week. But I still think that this is actually coming. On your other thing about like getting a figure from this, I put it out about 2 weeks ago. It's like I suspect I'll be able to get through this without getting anything, with the exception of Keaton. But I don't even know after seeing this film, am I going to commit to the Keaton, to be honest? I mean, for me, he was the price of admission. Sasha Kaye, I thought was very good. Limited dialogue. She didn't say much of what she said counted, and then what she did counted. I thought she was quite good how she portrayed the character and looked Kryptonian and all that. And of course Ezra's performance. There's a few very poignant moments. Like they were the positive things I take away from this. But as a whole, it's not a movie I thought that was particularly good. At the same time, I didn't come out of the movie going, that was a train wreck. It's unusual because I came out of Black Adam and I thought, no, that was a train wreck. But I didn't come out of this and have that feeling. I thought this would be doing better than... If someone had told me immediately after seeing this movie that this film will not perform as well as Black Adam, I'd be thinking, no, that's not true.
That's not true.
Yeah.
But I suppose, like you said, the biggest movie star in the world, promoting it constantly. He's got a lot of draw, even going back from the wrestling. This one here is the complete opposite. The star of the show wasn't allowed to talk because of what was going on in their own life. So, I suppose it's... plus, we know that this is all going to be scrapped and James Gunn's going to start the new universe. So I think maybe a lot of people felt, why would I go see this? There's an inconsequential. But
that's true.
And then I think maybe like as much as a lot of the collecting community holds Keaton, myself included, in high regard, maybe his nostalgia and draw only applies to people 30 plus, 40 plus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I really enjoyed the Keaton parts. There was definitely a bit of, I'm going to say it, nostalgia in this film.
Yeah.
But I remember they pulled the cover off that Batmobile, and I got the little lump in the throat and was like, thank God I'm here on my own. No one can see me. But it was nice seeing him back there, and he did well. It was nice seeing him do things that they couldn't do in '89 or '92. But that being said, never watching the movie did I think that this is definitely the Keaton from '89, '92. It was almost like a multiverse Keaton. So I don't even know if I'm going to get the Keaton from this, to be honest, which is strange because it's just an amazing piece. But maybe it's because I have the 99 or the 89 on order. Maybe that'll just scratch the itch, But I still think this is coming. I think people are going to be happy.
Definitely. I think, and I definitely will, because I loved her performance, even how small, minimal it was, but I also loved the potential. And there are rumors, and even I think that she met with DC, and we could possibly see her, going forward in the actual franchise, her as a figure itself, or me as a character itself. And I would love to see that. But Cam, we know that this film was the success of this film really relied on the success of this film for us to get a second one.
Yeah.
And I don't think that, and here's what I also say too. Understanding Muschietti said something that I was like, well, as much as I enjoyed the film, I just didn't agree what he said.
Yeah.
And because you're speaking for fans, you're speaking for the fans, you're speaking not just for casual fans, but you're also speaking for longtime fans who know the comic, they know basically the storyline, they've probably even watched the animated series, the animated show, the movie that came out. And you can't speak for them when you basically make a comment, well, we decided that we wanted to go this route because we know fans would have probably wanted something different. They didn't want the original iteration, they wanted something different, they didn't want a beat by beat story told. And I'm like,
no. I mean, I liked the beat by beat story. I like right? I like seeing a different version of not Batman, but Thomas Wayne. You know what I'm saying? We get to see, what happened if Bruce was actually the one that passed away instead of his dad in that alley that night. But I understand where they drew their creativity from, trying to do their own story and create their own and not really recreate the Flashpoint in a live action form, which is understandable. But I'm I'm not surprised. I am I understand why the movie isn't doing as well as it should be. Because like we said earlier backstage, I'm looking at it like, man, am I not a good movie critic? Like, do I not know what I'm watching? But like Shane said, he walked out the theater thinking, if someone told him that this movie would not have done as good as or better than Black Adam, we'd all be surprised. And that seems to be, the trail that it's following right now, surprisingly. At the end of the day, I hope that they decide to release this figure of Sasha, because I think, when she did do speaking roles, like Shane said, she did a great job. And she really embodied this character, even though she got pummeled several times. But she did great, So, and this, I don't think this is going to be a reiteration of this character we're going to see again. So I would love for them to be able to drop this and this not be one that goes to purgatory that we always think like, damn, what if we would have got that, later on. I do think one character. Oh, go ahead.
No, so I know you go on.
Oh, so I do think one character that they're not going to release now after this is that Dark Flash character that we saw.
I hope not.
I don't think that's coming out.
I hope not.
I don't think that's coming out no more because everybody's consensus was like, what the fuck is this? And even when I watched the film, I was like, okay, I get it. Like you have to have some type of, antagonist in the film, and it happened to be, this character. But everybody was definitely thinking like, all right, secretly, we're going to get Zoom, right? Like in my head, when I went to film, I was like, all right, Zoom coming. He going to be at the end or some shit. He's on Zoom. And I'm like, all right, maybe they're waiting for a second film because I'm pretty sure they thought in their head like,
Muschietti, he said that the Reverse Flash was the killer. But you made no references.
No, at all. So I'm like,
we still don't know who did it. Yeah.
It's like no. All we saw was we. Anybody who's hasn't seen the film, go away right now. But you just walk in and it's like the mom's toast on the floor, and it's like, all right. And then they use like a butter knife. You know what I'm saying? Something tiny, and I'm like, damn.
Yeah, like. There was no significant
no lightning, no nothing. Like you didn't see like no flashes. You thinking like,
no.
Okay, all right, well,
none at all, none at all.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying. And the biggest thing is that which I've been saying is that we are already set up to, and we already know that going forward, James Gunn has a totally different universe lined up.
Right.
So none of these characters actually have any type of relevance. So much that, and I think that there's a secret vendetta. Almost makes me feel as though that James Gunn does not like Henry Cavill at all. Like literally, bro. It just because you have every other character that featured. You had Diana. Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. You had Ben Affleck's Batman, but you cut. You know what I mean? Well,
Ray Fisher's ass. We wasn't gonna see Ray Fisher.
Well, we know we wasn't gonna definitely see him.
Hell, I was like, damn.
Hell, he already said I wasn't doing it, even if they asked. But you know what I mean? But they literally cut Henry Cavill, like his presence from this film, period. And I'm like, wow. So with the fans knowing that and knowing that we're not going to actually see these characters in this film,
Yeah.
it's like, or even see them going forward in the DCEU, it's like, why should I even care at this point? You know what I mean? Like, why should we really, really, really care? Which makes me think, like, even and I pulled this up with this Flash figure. Shane, do you think that this could possibly suffer a little bit? And it's going to release. We know that they're going to release this piece, but do you think, as far as sales, you think that this thing is going to actually sell, or is this going to actually be one of those figures that's going to sit for a while, become like a bargain bin type of situation?
I think this will be available. Maybe not on Sideshow, but I think this will be available. Just a combination of the poor success of the movie. Like, let's be honest, this movie, it's not a banger. And then paired with what's the actor's been accused of or has allegedly done, like in the personal life, I think it's kind of like I don't know what's the opposite of a triple threat. Like I suppose a series of unfortunate events. The diehard Flash fans will still get it, and I can see why. The head sculpt's really, really good. The suit, they've done a good job of emulating what's on screen. But yeah, I think this might suffer as well. Probably more so due to the movie and less due to the Flash, because I think the general narrative is people can separate the character from the actor. Again, there's a lot of stuff coming as well, folks. Like, there's a lot of stuff coming. Like those No Way Home builds are going to start coming really quick, and No Way Home, by all accounts, in my opinion anyway, is a much stronger movie, has more rewatchability, and the cameos that they gave those characters, they made them push the story along. It wasn't just, hey, look at this person, you like him. You know what I mean? So I think maybe people will reestablish what's more important, figures from franchises that they really like, or movies that they really like, or TV shows they really like, or ones they're kind of like in between. Like, I know there'll be always people who will pick these up, but you put any figure up there, you put Johnny Silverhand up there, there'll be a proportion of people who still buy them, Just one thing I really liked about that Sasha Kaye and the script she was given and how it was delivered. Strong female character. She was so engrossed in, what the hell am I doing here? Like, she literally, she gets established, she fights off the people, I don't want to give too much away, kind of ditches people and figures out, okay, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And once she figured it out, she just goes and does it. I don't want to try and give any. She was very on task, and that sold me it. It was how she acted, the script, the story. She was very well done. And there wasn't like a big forced, like, female empowerment monologue where she berated the male audience, like watching She-Hulk. Watching She-Hulk, and I felt I was abused. I felt like, why do I feel guilty about being male watching the show? There was none of that. It was just like she just was a strong female character. You know what I mean? And she was on task, as in, why am I here? What do I got to do? And then she figured it out. It was just class. Like, that was, it's a pity because we might never see her again. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and I'm hoping that we basically do it. And that's why, like I said, I want Hot Toys to release this figure because it will sell. There's a space for it, and I think that she did such a great job on, like, her. For me, her and Keaton, and it's not looks, and that's not taken away from Ezra Miller because they did a good job as well, selling, just the two character emphasis. But I think that for me, Keaton and Sasha Kaye, they basically did such a phenomenal job, and that's primarily what my focus was on. Like, if even off of a second watch, like me seeing it the second time was just because I wanted to see Keaton and Sasha. Like, it wasn't, and I found myself not, because I had already known what I was getting from Ezra. Did it? I literally, and the thing is, it's sad to say because you kind of know what you're getting from Keaton, but you're getting an aged version of Keaton. And to see him in that suit once again for so long, after so long, it made more sense. But yeah, I agree. Like, her performance, she was very definitely on task. And like you said, Shane, there was no berating at all. They weren't berating. They weren't basically saying, there was no type of agenda, against men in this. It was just everybody it was a unified front. And that's just the way you need to do these films going forward. You know what I mean? But yeah, I'm just very surprised, and I know Dwayne Johnson was like,
That boy needs to work on his acting before he can talk.
Have you seen that meme?
Man.
Have you seen the meme going around?
No.
You know that like that Black Adam tanks and you know the whatever Hope for sequel is done. The Young Rock TV show cancelled, and then he's got to run back to Vin Diesel, and it's like Rock has literally hit rock bottom. Yeah, I'm sure his millions though doesn't make it feel like that. Like, oh god, he's in the gutter, man. How does he sleep at night?
I mean, he's still. I mean,
guy has a tequila company, doesn't he?
Yeah. The show. I mean, I never really watched the Young Rock show. Did anybody watch it?
No,
nah, I didn't care enough.
I'm like,
never watched.
Like, how much life he got? How much he's alive, right?
Yeah.
How many years we gonna talk about right now? Like, I mean, got the kid version of the Young Rock.
Exactly.
It's like, I'm like, all right, it's got to end sometime. Like,
yeah.
You know when these like flash in the pan celebrities get famous for some reality TV show when they're like 19 and write an autobiography.
Right.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I hope that's at least like 25% like the cost of a normal book because you've only got 25% to normal life. Like,
right.
I
Yeah.
mean, like, I don't get that. Unless you had a particularly interesting life.
I don't, again, for me, Rock, bro, like you said, I don't want to see you. I don't want to see you in every film.
Yeah.
Every film, I do not want to basically, even Moana, I think I'm going to see Rock in that film.
My god.
Yeah.
You talking the live action one?
Yeah.
Oh my god, bro.
Because
If they got he gonna be in it?
Yeah.
Why the fuck you get somebody else? They got somebody else and everything else. They should just switch.
Wait a second. He's playing Moana?
No.
Imagine
he's every character.
He's got the little the shell bikini.
Like he's playing every known character in that film. He's in it, of course, as he would be. It's The Rock, so you already know how that goes. Like he wants his presence to be felt, so he's going to put himself, or he's going to be in that film. They said Moana might actually work. Yeah, I mean, it will. I think that it will because of the culture. As long as we don't see The Rock, I mean, you know what I mean?
He can't be the main character. He can't be the main character.
I want him to. I would love for him to try something different. His personality. I think that the most that we see that was different from him was in that. What was that movie with him and Kevin Hart when he was
Central Intelligence?
Yes, yeah. That was the difference. I was a totally different version of Rock. He was more goofy, not goofy, but he was more toned back. He wasn't serious. It was a totally different version of The Rock. It's the only film that I've ever seen where he wasn't who we, would say. But again, I don't know. It is, he played the Maui. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah. So again, like
Jumanji was funny.
Yeah, Jumanji was funny. Jumanji was funny. So definitely that was. But again, he doesn't have the range that he should have, and he should work on that. But again, hopefully we'll get this figure though. I do want to. I mean, it shouldn't bode this, off of the success of, just how successful a show is or a movie is that we just, they just show us this and they just dial back and say we're not going to release the figure. I hope we get it. I definitely want to get it. So I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully this week. Now. My other question is because we have SDCC coming up soon. We have also Sideshow's little con coming up soon. So they're not going to be at SDCC. They're definitely not going to be at New York Comic Con. So with that basically being said, what do you think? Because we all know that when SDCC comes, Hot Toys has already sent out this thing to everybody. You got to sign up for their little con. There's going to be more releases, like new releases and stuff like that. What do you think that we're going to see as far? I mean, not releases, but more so reveals. What do you think that we're going to see as far as releases in the next 2 weeks? As far as what we have left, because we have like a few figures left from Marvel, I think, and we have things in the No Way Home. I think that we're not going to actually see that until like later on in the fall. But there might be a few figures that they might release now. And I think somebody said that Doc Ock might be coming soon.
Yeah, I think Doc Ock's coming.
Yeah.
It hasn't been delayed, and if you look on Sideshow, there's no window anymore. It's just June of
For
this
Doc
year. And I know that doesn't make a difference. They can still kick the can on that. But another person, someone contacted me, like I can't remember who it was a few weeks back, and they said Besman Luke is dropping tomorrow, and it dropped tomorrow, and they contacted me with something else, and they were right twice. And they contacted me maybe about 2 weeks ago and said, yeah, that Doc Ock is on the way as well. They didn't give me an exact day or anything, but I thought, it could be just speculation. But it just makes sense that one's going to come. Also, the other classic Loki, seeing as they're dropping the Lokis.
Yeah.
They're trying to probably get that line out of the way. Like, I mean, because this is the last one, right? I think out of the Lokis.
Yeah,
I think it's the last one out of it. So
I'm surprised we haven't seen an updated head sculpt on this. Because
they're like, nah, it's cool. It's
He's
cool.
still
But
Austin Powers.
Like the day that this actually released, JC Hong put up on his Facebook and his Instagram, he's like,
working on it.
This is a work in progress.
Right.
But still, people went for the jugular, and it was like, he literally just said it was a work in progress. So, but the caveat of that is because he said it, now we're expecting it to be better.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. This, if it comes out like this, bro.
Look at those gun rage glasses on, the yellows, like shit.
Bro, yo, he looks like Austin Powers and John Lennon just got their jeans got smashed together, like, and it just looks like, bro.
I don't know what the fuck I'm looking at there.
Nah, bro. Like it, and that's what I'm saying. Like maybe during the production of this, but don't you think that you would want to actually send out the head sculpt first before, or not send it out, but like just preview it first to show us the update before? I don't know. Maybe if it comes, it comes, I guess. I wasn't going to get this. I wasn't planning on getting it anyway because I actually have the Toys Era version and I love that version. I'm good with that. I even got an all black turtleneck for it, so I'm straight. So I don't really necessarily need this version, but for everybody else that's getting it, I'm definitely happy for you. It's a totally different version from No Way Home. So, Cam, are you getting this piece, bro?
I'm on the fence, to be honest with you. I haven't pre-ordered it, obviously, because it's on waitlist right now. The only thing that I've pre-ordered from the No Way Home line, of course, is Toby, Andrew, and Electro, because I thought it was just such a different character. But I don't know. I feel like I want to complete it and have this one, but fuck, I just hope that the update looks better, and then eventually I'll figure out maybe later on down the road if I want to get it, if it's still available. That is, though. So.
Yeah. What about you?
Shane?
You getting your hands on this, bro?
Yeah. Are you talking to Dan or me?
You, Shane. Are you getting this?
All right. Yeah, I committed on this. I got to a stage a few months ago where my pre-order list was getting quite small, but my wish list was actually getting longer, and I was like, okay, I need to trim the fat on this wish list. I need to kind of order a few of these, otherwise I'm going to get stuck with multiple different things at one time. So I wanted to wait for this. It all started when I was 5. I wanted to wait for this because basically...
I can't believe you said you was getting this motherfucker, bro. I was like, what?
Yeah. I'm getting it. Wow. Yeah. The thing is, I pulled the trigger on this. I didn't want to pull the trigger until I saw the head sculpt update. But when I got to that stage, it was like, okay, my pre-order list is under control, but my wish list is getting long, and I didn't want to land myself in a lot of trouble. So I was like, okay, I'm going to just commit to this and take the risk. I have faith that they're going to fix this head sculpt. I'm going to go out on a limb here. I think if they nail this head sculpt, they fix it, this has potential to be figure of the year. Okay? And just hear me out. It's a great movie. It's a great character. It's very beloved. The prototype proportions on those two, there's 2 coats. There's the outer coat and then there's the inner kind of, it's got a brown one. And then that belt and the polo neck and stuff like that. And the 2 different types of arms, if you get into the locks, I think this has a lot of potential. I think this could be a really, really, really strong release if they sort that head sculpt.
Yeah, they would definitely have to sort that head sculpt out. The figure wise, it looks at the aesthetics as far as from the neck down to me look good. Um,
Mhm.
it's just that I think that everything is more so riding on that head sculpt.
Yeah.
Like that head sculpt is important because I
Yeah.
mean people went in on that head sculpt when they saw it. Like they went they went in. Even after, and like you said, even when Howard put up the disclaimer, they
Mhm.
still went in. Like they
Yeah.
went on under his post, and I'm like, wow,
Like
no,
I'll tell you straight out. Like I mean, I'm not gonna be biased because I've ordered it. The head sculpt as is not good. Like no questions. Like it is not good. And this is the type of figure I would usually leave on the wait list, or sorry, the wish list, until it comes out so I can get a peek at it and then commit. But just from the way it worked, and I needed to get some things ordered. Yeah, this is not good. This is bad.
yo,
Right, but I have faith. I do believe that they are going to fix this,
yeah.
and if they do, I think it has potential to be figure of the year. And I'm going to die on that sword. And if I'm wrong, if it comes out and it looks like a turd, yeah, I'll just eat humble pie. I watched Austin Powers again the other night. I hadn't seen it since I was about 16, and I think I laughed just as hard.
Dude,
You know
it's
that scene
hilarious.
where they're in the kind of like, it's like a steamroller and it's moving at like 2 miles an hour,
Yeah, he's like,
and the guy's like,
Yeah,
no,
bro.
and he has to take a breath and start again. No, that just cracked me up.
yeah, that's hilarious.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Definitely great movie. Shout out. Hey, what's up, Riley? So glad to see you here, bro. In the building, Riley Reviews. Dan, are you going to get your hands on this, bro?
You know what? Probably not. Just it's not even because of the head sculpt. It's just like, dude, there's way too many damn figures to get in this line. So like for me, I only want the Hobo Goblin.
Yeah,
That's the only one that I think was like he was like a straight up menace that whole movie. So I think that's the one for me to get. But I mean, this is cool. Like I definitely think it's gonna, it's Hot Toys' first fucking Doc Ock. I think it's gonna be awesome. But I think I don't know, man. I think this is one that I might have to just wait on, see what other people think about it, and see what it looks like in people's hands and reviews before I really commit to getting it. Because, like, yeah, I do reviews and shit, but I'm a collector first, and if something like this, like, I need to see in hand before I want to pick up, commit to
I
buying
think
it.
a lot of us need to see this in hand before we pick
Yeah.
it up, bro. Because, well, I mean, I know I'm not. Riley's in here, so I know Riley will, because again, he's going all in on the No Way Home line. So he's getting everything from
Yeah, this
this
is a
line.
pricey line to go down, man.
It is,
This
bro.
is-
It is.
I'm not gonna lie, lads. I feel vulnerable having ordered it. This is like, if this turns out, if they don't change this at all,
Yeah.
oh, the internet's gonna get about 2 weeks.
Yeah, they're
out of
gonna
this.
look. Oh,
They're gonna go nuts.
Yeah. I think they definitely got to change this up, man. Like again,
I think they will.
and I think they will. I think he's conscious enough to know that he has to basically change it. And yeah, I think it's definitely something that's going to happen. But Shane, like you said, if you're right, and you said your guy has nailed it pretty much every time, this is, going to release soon, and you'll end up getting your hands on it. We got Riley out there. Yes, sir. I'm going to need 20% from KG to get this line. Where the hell is KG?
Where is KG? It's
He
Dune
liked
2,
one of my
man.
posts the other day, and then I never
It's
heard
Dune
anything from
2.
him.
Bro, like he's been like, he's always in it. I see him, he likes a lot of the stuff that I put up, but he's just quiet on the front. Like, where is
Right.
My
KG?
man's out there getting some nookie, man.
Let's just say 1/6 scale is not the only thing KG collects.
Oh shit!
Definitely, bro. Like, where the hell?
Oh my god, that was amazing.
Yo, that is super funny. But nah, so we definitely know that, this might be one. What else do you think we might actually see here coming? Cam, what you think, bro?
So I think Athena and Gilgamesh are definitely on the way.
Athena.
I'm pretty sure they're gonna be released before SDCC is what I'm thinking. Even before Sideshow has their little like online con. Because I know they're marked for June, I think, both of those, or June to July. So I feel like they're gonna drop soon.
Yeah.
This one was kind of, I mean, both these are cool figures, but it's just disappointing that they just stopped here, because I
Yeah.
just felt like one of them dead, the other one she gone on to do some things, who
Mhm.
knows what at this point, and all the other characters were just for fun, I guess. Like thanks for
Yeah.
introducing us to everybody for no reason.
And I not ashamed to say I was probably the only one that ordered this piece, bro. Like I did because it's Angelina Jolie number
Well,
one.
it's a cool piece. It's a
Yeah.
dope piece.
It's a sick piece just for that
Yeah.
alone.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
It was
I mean, we're gonna see her again too. I don't know when per se, but like I mean, Marvel's known for bringing characters out of the their back pocket, and I'm sure they'll
They
bring
should have
her
made
in some
Icarus
other
with this
film.
though. I agree with
yeah,
Mike, man, but
bro.
Yeah, I don't
Their
know
fight
why
was
they
pretty
didn't.
cool. Like
Yeah, it was.
They should have definitely gave us Icarus. I don't understand why you didn't give us the two lead characters.
yeah, why the fuck did they get Gilgamesh instead of Icarus? I don't understand, bro.
Yeah.
He died like the second act, and then like that was it. That was the end of
I don't-
Gilgamesh, and now
Yeah.
here he is, the pairing.
Hot toys.
Yeah, it is. It's mainly the pairing. They wanted to do it because they wanted to pair both those figures together, and I think that's why they did it.
I think this character would have been. I mean, this figure would have been cooler if she came with the like swap out white eyes. You know how she like went into like her little trance in the film where she couldn't remember who she was. She just went berserk mode. I think that was
if they would have did something like that.
Yeah, because then like her and Gilgamesh, could have been like fighting,
Yeah.
trying to make her remember. But
because they have the sculpted hair, you could just move the sculpted hair and put the purrs
in the back, yeah,
in the back. You can do something like that, and it would make sense. But again, I don't know. I definitely don't know. If they're going to go that route. And again, but I mean, I ordered the figure because, like I said, I just wanted it. I thought it was a cool looking piece to have in your collection. Who knows what we'll see from this character going forward? But I was like, you know what? I'm not getting Gilgamesh. I didn't order that one.
Yeah.
But I did order this one because I just,
Peacemaker's coming soon too, isn't it?
Yeah, I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
June, July.
Yeah. So
The Batman.
So the
Yeah.
And did they push Peacemaker? So they didn't push Peacemaker at all, right?
No, it's just been out that long.
They didn't push Peacemaker or Doc Ock or who did you just mention there? Was it the Robert Pattinson Batman?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did they show the update? Didn't we get the? Oh yeah, here it is. So we did get the update with the updated body. No, not that one. But we did get this because I'm trying to see. Did they show us? Here it is. So is anybody on the panel getting Peacemaker?
Hell
I have a story. No, you go first. You go first, Dan.
No. That's all I had to say is hell yeah, I'm getting this shit.
You getting it, bro?
Hell yeah.
And you pre-ordered it already?
No.
Unfortunately, it was a Devil's Workshop pre-order.
Oh,
this is like literally one of my last ones, bro. I have this.
You gotta
motherfucker
make deals with the
and
devil sometimes.
I have this motherfucker and then the Batman, the two Batman from Hot Toys and in art, and that's it.
I'm still waiting on this Shang-Chi I ordered in April. Okay, I ordered Shang-Chi in April, bro, and I didn't realize it was third batch. And they were like, "Oh yeah, you should be
third batch."
Third batch. I emailed them everything. They were like, "Yeah, you should." This dog, man, I'm gonna kill his ass. That's it. I'm done. Third batch, so I'm getting it July is what I'm looking at, and longest figure I ever waited on in my life. I'm pretty sure of it.
I don't know, Shane. Are you getting this Peacemaker, bro?
The honest answer is I don't know. I haven't pre-ordered it, right? I really like the show and I really like this.
Wait a
so
what the fuck is this?
No, I'll tell you. No, I'll tell you the story, right? So, I love the show. I like. It's one of those James Gunn takes characters that are just weird, and suddenly you have empathy for them, and they're badass. You really like them. So I'm on a stream, and I say this is when they had the jointed arms, and I was like, it's a pity because if they fix the jointed arms, the body proportions, this would look quite well. If they made updates to it, and I say, maybe they'll go and fix the jointed arms.
Mhm.
And Joao Big Brother was in the chat, and he said, Hot Toys will never do this. If they do this, I would buy you this figure myself. The next day, on the Hot Toys Facebook and Instagram, they update the jointed arms to seamless. They update the body proportions. They update the Facebook, and they basically make it an absolute banger. Joao contacts. I heard Joanne. No, I didn't. He didn't contact me. I heard him on a stream going. He was on a stream talking about this, and he says, "Yes, you see, and this is what happened. I was watching One Sick Figure Focus, and he said maybe they update the jointed arms, and I said no, they're never going to do this. If they do this, I buy you. So now I have to buy him one of these figures. It's fine. I'll wait until the price drops down to 150, and I'll send it in. so like we're in the group chat now, and I'm saying like I'm not holding you to that. We didn't make a bet. You don't have to do that. But he's pretty damn adamant, and I've said it like multiple times. You don't have to do this. Like, but
Bob's a stand-up man.
he seems pretty.
Stands up for his word. He will do it.
He's gonna keep his word, bro. He's going to get you this figure, bro. But like, I did not pre-order it. I had no interest. Like, I love the show. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
The show was dope as shit. It was funny as shit. Like, I just watched it. I binged it like last week. But
I'm about to do it tonight, I think.
bro, it's funny as shit. Like when you go, because it was the vigilante, bro. Bro, that character is hilarious. But I didn't pre-order it though. I didn't, because the thing is, even if the first release of the figure put a bad taste in my mouth, just the first preview, and I was just like, yeah, nah, it's not something that I'll definitely get. But for everybody out there that's going to get it, and Gunn has already basically said after Superman, he's going into production for season 2 of the Peacemaker. So
Nice.
yeah,
Will they have a new dance?
huh?
Will they have a new dance?
I hope so, bro. I
Yeah,
hope they
it
keep
doesn't.
the original or maybe update it, bro, because the dance was the price of admission.
Yeah, funny thing, right? I watched it with Megan, right? And like obviously, like a lot of people, because the intro was so good, we never skipped the dance bit, right?
Yeah.
So like I'm watching a few episodes and I'm like, who is this blonde lady? She's fine, like like James Gunn's wife.
Yeah.
And like I'm watching the intro and she's doing her dance and I'm like, man, her arms are so toned.
Yeah, bro.
And Megan turns to me and goes, her arms are so toned. I just burst out laughing, going, yeah, I hadn't noticed. But yeah, she's not wrong, man. She's not wrong.
Hell yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But I don't know, bro. Like I don't. If I don't know, bro. Just
You know you want to get this, Leo. Come on, man. You know you want to get this, man. Come on. It's John Cena. It ain't The Rock. It's John Cena, man.
And John Cena's funny as fuck, bro.
Come on,
Like,
He's
bro.
a good actor.
You can't
he's
see
a good
me.
actor. He is. He's funny as fuck, bro. Like he is. In this show, he had me dying, bro. So I don't know if I'm able to get my hands on it down the road, then I will. But I don't know. I got to talk to Ray. If I talk to Ray and Ray says, yeah, I think I'll have this, then I'll think about it. But yeah, it's the updates on it look really, really good.
Leia, what's Ray gonna say? Is Ray gonna go, no, I'm not gonna sell you this figure?
Yeah.
If you talk to Ray, it's already done. You know what I mean?
I think you've had enough. Like,
Watch, Leo's gonna end up getting it. He's gonna end just like he's gonna get that XE suit.
Yeah.
But XE suit, I mean that's more forgivable, bro. Because like I said,
Now you should talk to Ray about that, man.
He's gonna get this watch.
I don't know, man. And of course, y'all said the Batman. We're going to actually see the Batman figure, of course, that soon. But I have to wait on InArt because I got the InArt all-in version, so I didn't get this, this particular version of it.
You're not getting the Hot Toys one?
Nah.
I feel it. Two is a bit much, but yeah.
Nah, I definitely I'm not going to do that.
you type in Batman, you see how many come up. Like, look at us. Like,
Bro, like you just
I have
you
most
God damn, how many? Look at
Yeah,
Batman here.
But like this whole screen looks the exact same as the buy sell trade groups now. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
so many of these Batmans are already out there for better prices. Like
Damn, I can't wait for this figure.
Yeah, this is the deluxe. Did you get the deluxe version, Dan, or did you get?
Yeah. I got the Bat Cycle on pre-order too.
Shit, I gotta hit up. Yeah, because I didn't get the Bat Cycle, but
Yeah, I had to
I
get
got the all-in version. So I'm gonna ask, or did I? I'm not. I better look at my order list, bro, because I might have.
Yeah, my shit's all paid off already. I'm just waiting on it.
I'm just waiting on it.
I'm
Do you
excited
know what
about the next
Sideshow needs to start doing? When Hot Toys announces official updates to figures, they need to start integrating those updates into their photos. I know they did with the
their
Peacemaker.
photo.
yeah.
but
Yeah.
I don't think they
Sideshow.
have the updates for this year because it's straight hair.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro.
Got the
You know what I?
Luda
This
hair.
looks
So
weird.
when I first saw this, and even in the film, and I saw his hair, you know, he reminded me of the character or the portrayal. Remember in what was it, the Dark Knight? In the Dark Knight, it was in the Dark Knight. The character that actually shot Jim Gordon.
Yeah.
Oh,
This
that
is
he played what's it called too? He played Polka Dot
Yeah.
Man,
Polka
right?
Dot
Yeah,
Man,
yeah.
this is what he looks like, bro.
Yeah.
And every time I see this, it reminds me of that dude. And I'm
Yeah.
like,
I thought it was Little Nicky. I'm not gonna lie.
little,
Mhm.
Side on the road. I was like, oh shit, what the fuck? You don't know my name. I was like,
little
oh,
Nicky, bro. Damn. Wow, you did
just
that.
a little longer on the side would be good. Like,
Yeah, yeah. The little Nicky, bro. That's crazy.
Yeah.
But nah, I didn't. I didn't. Damn it. So you said you have this coming, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah,
Yeah, I've got this as well.
you got it too?
Yeah, I got the deluxe version with the steps and the
You have the bat signal.
signal
Oh,
that paid off. But that's 3-in-1 show, Leo.
damn,
Yeah.
I ain't got nothing.
Yeah, we're making it rain today here at the Collector Lounge.
Yo, this is some weird shit. Like,
Yeah.
is this the fucking Twilight Zone? Like,
What's today's date? Look at the
yo,
date.
like the date. Remember
Not
today's
right now.
date. Timestamp this date because Shane
Yeah.
is getting this shit. Wow.
Yeah, but you wait for the next few episodes. It's gonna be lean around here. Yeah, but it's
Yo,
the thing is though.
look at Cam.
Why is my wife in here, bro? Like, what do you want? What do you want? Okay.
She said Cam is slacking.
She be trolling, bro. She's trolling now. Like, all right, that's okay. Sorry.
Bro.
Only a few steps away.
It be your own people's.
Your own people. Your own people. You know, like.
Yo, damn. Ain't that
She's
some
funny.
shit?
She's funny.
That's fucked up. Cam, are you getting anything? Are you getting
Remember that Joker? Remember that Joker I was supposed to get right? In our Joker? Since she in here. Oh, yeah, in our Joker, he's going to buy me.
Hey,
Lying.
Camilla,
You lied.
you did say he could get
Yeah.
the NR Joker. What up?
From
What
all
happened
these
with
people,
that?
all over the world. And look at me.
What
Looking
happened
dumb.
with that? What's up with that? Because you did say that. So what's up with
Shame.
that?
Shame on her.
Wow, bro.
Yeah.
That's some funny shit. That is some. What she
That's
say?
crazy.
Nah, remember he chose 3 other ones. What did you choose?
Oh no! I chose 2 other ones. The third one, she didn't get the other one yet. So the other one was supposed to be the Wanda. Didn't get that yet.
So
But
which
I
one
got
did you
I got
choose?
Quicksilver, right? Because I felt like that was a cool one that I hadn't had. And then that goddamn Shang-Chi I'm still waiting on.
Oh, okay. The third batch you got it for.
Yeah,
Okay.
fucking third batch. Whatever that is.
Yeah, bro.
Made up
That's,
batch.
that's crazy.
It
That's
definitely
crazy.
happens. Those things do happen, but
It
I don't.
does.
We'll
That's
see.
true.
I'm just hoping because, again, for me, there's still Phoenix Shan, there's still Casca Reeves, and those are
Fennec
still
Shan.
pushed. So yeah,
How long has she been up for pre-order?
she's been up, bro.
I could have sworn she was out.
Nah,
That must be like 3 years.
Nah. They pushed it. They pushed her and Casca Reeves. So they both got pushed. So they're
Mad.
supposed to come out around now. And as a matter of fact, let me take a look at it real quick. I'm gonna try to find it real quick because I think it's not supposed to be until. Let me see here.
If that Doc Ock comes out, the Green Goblin may actually come out same time too. It looks like it's marked for June as well on here.
Because the Hobo was announced like about maybe 3 to 6 months
Yeah,
after
like a
the
little bit
original,
after,
wasn't it?
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Finnick is July, August. So this is basically what they're saying. So July, August for Finnick, and for Coscar Reeves, it is. Let's see here. When is this one? July, August. So both of them are basically slated for July, August. Could change, whatever, but yeah, that's when we're supposed to basically receive both of them. So I don't know. But yeah, Kate Bishop is another one that's been pushed.
Yeah.
Damn. So when is that one? I
That
forgot.
Jeremy Renner. I don't think that Jeremy Renner ever coming out.
It's not.
It's
It's
not.
I
Like
don't
it's
think we're
just
gonna-
Definitely not.
that shit got shelved. Like it
Yeah,
don't.
I'm definitely not going to see that. And I definitely, so I before they even went to wait list, I pre-ordered this one. And yep, July, December. So this is July, December. Cam, are you getting this?
With K Bishop.
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't got her on the list. I feel like, I mean, I just like she don't. She didn't. She did well, I think, in the show for what it was, but the show was kind of weak altogether for me. So, and I feel like we're gonna end up getting another version of her anyway later down the line. So,
Yeah.
I rather.
But if you do get Kate Bishop, you could pair her with. Oh no! Wait, no, you can't.
Nope.
No Hawkeye.
No Hawkeye, you
No
can.
Hawkeye.
Oh, okay.
No Hawkeye.
You
Nope.
definitely can.
That's it.
I mean,
That's it.
you could, but technically, Cam, you can actually pair her with
With the Ronin.
no. Loki, the Loki show. What's her name again? So I got the figure. I just got it.
Sylvie.
Sylvie, yeah.
Oh, really? Yeah.
Because remember, Sylvie was part of the Young Avengers at one point.
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
You
Yeah,
know,
you
so
could.
she was basically part. So you could pair her with that character if
Yeah.
it's, but not using it as a Young Avenger type of situation, because this version of Sylvie is definitely not young.
No.
So
not even not even close.
not even
at all.
close. Not even definitely close at all. So again, who knows? Who knows?
We literally only got one character from that show.
What, from Hawkeye?
Yeah, Hawkeye was just Kate Bishop. That's it.
Yeah, that was it was just this figure. That's all it was.
I feel like the Echo show might go the same way though. Sadly, like I had high hopes for it, but I feel like the Echo show is probably going to be very similar to this.
Well, considering the simple fact that they're going to release with the Echo show is coming out, all episodes are coming out at once, so you can binge it.
Really? Oh, wow.
Yeah,
hitting Netflix. Got you.
Yeah, every episode is coming out on Disney Plus at once. I think it's in November, December, or something like that. Yeah. So I don't know, but it aesthetically looks good.
That looks pretty good.
It definitely looks good, bro. So I was like, yeah, I can't miss out on this piece since it was the only thing that we actually got from
chin band-aid she got on her.
Yeah. And especially like if you get this, and also I think Social Toys basically released the Kingpin version with the Hawaiian suit. Yeah, that would be dope. So again, I don't know. But there's like, again, there's so much stuff that is going to see the light of day. We just got to kind of wait. And see how that works. Or Yelena, yeah, you can definitely, good call out 1/6 shooter. You could actually pose her with Yelena. I need another Nick Fury figure. You'll probably get that, and you probably want to get your hands on Maria Hill if you haven't already, because fucking show. Anyway, it's been a great show. Thank you guys for coming through, man. Everybody out there, thank you for coming through. 90 people in here. Make sure you hit that like button on your way out. Subscribe if you haven't already. Shane, what do you got going on next, bro? Aside from the simple fact that your ass is going to be boarding the plane, you're going to be back and forth for the next couple.
Yeah. No, I have actually nothing planned. I've nothing. I've a few, I've some footage recorded for some shorts, maybe, so I can just keep the channel active over the next few days. But when I do come home on Thursday, I'm home for 2-3 nights before I fly out again, and I'm going to dedicate one of those days just to do some content and then stagger it. But I have a few ideas, but I've nothing to report really here. So just again, just thanks for having me on. Thanks to people in the chat and anyone who's watching any of the videos or taking time to like any videos or subscribe to the channel, or channel members as well. Just if someone had told me a year, 18 months ago, that you'll be able to do live streams and talk about like your favorite movies, films. Sorry, I have to say that because they get abused and they like when I mispronounce it. And pop culture, and people will like do super chats and thanks for the super chat earlier on, Leil. Actually appreciate it.
Hell yeah.
Or channel, like I would have called BS on all that. So it's really humbling, but it's also it's class. Like it does like keeps you going and motivates you and stuff like that. Like so, thanks very much. I really appreciate it.
As always, bro. Thank you, man. Dan, cheating ass Dan, bro. And as always, if you haven't followed the 1-6-figure folks, make sure that you basically do great content over there. You can actually, the link is in the bio, so definitely you want to basically make sure that you get over there and do it.
If you like nostalgia.
Things that collectors say. That is some funny shit. Dan, what's going on with you, bro? What you got coming up, man?
My review on Crosshair will be coming out probably tomorrow. So that'll be coming out. I still got to review this damn Carnage. I've been fucking slacking on that for like 3 weeks. So I still got to do that. But yeah, LWO here on Sundays with you guys. And yeah, man, thanks for having me as always.
Hell yeah, bro. Hell yeah, can't wait. Cam, and if you haven't already, again, follow Dan and Dre 6 Scale Reviews on YouTube and Instagram if you haven't already. Great content over there as well. Cam, what you got coming up, bro?
Yeah, man, thanks for having me as always. Yeah, I'll be dropping some YouTube shorts and some TikToks, just some unboxings of figures that I haven't shown or done reviews for so far. Other than that, I've been doing a little bit of photography lately. Bored with the same goddamn figures, trying to do something different. She's out there.
Camilla,
hope you're listening.
If you're watching, the boy needs some more figures. So come on, hook him up. Let him do his thing. Go ahead, though.
But yeah, man, thanks for having me as always. Of course, I'll be on Say What this Wednesday, and then I'll be back here for Collectors Lounge. I'm trying to get ready for Otakon, which is a anime like Comic-Con that they have here in DC. I'll be doing some coverage on some of the figures and stuff that they got going on out there. So yeah.
Are you going to Otakon?
Yeah.
You gonna be at Otakon too?
Yeah, I'll be there.
Yeah, so because we'll be at Otakon as well.
Are you okay? All right, cool. Yeah, I'll be like I don't know how it is to do press, so I'm gonna be like running wherever they tell me to run. But yeah, we gotta link up, man. Whatever you are.
Yeah, hell yeah. So we'll definitely be in Otakon. I had to get a totally different hotel room because she's gonna be in the room with them kids. I'm getting
yeah.
Hell no, right next door. Right next door. One bathroom, one hotel with kids. Hell no.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. It's gonna be crazy.
Ain't gonna happen. If you haven't already, Cam's Collection on IG and YouTube. Check him out. Definitely make sure you do so. What do I got coming up, man? I got another video. I'm like you, Dan, getting through all these daggone boxes. So I'm working on my Take Your Position for my clone troopers and the clone pilots, as well as, so I'm doing a whole juxtapose, the clone troopers, the clone pilots, and Jesse. So I'll actually be doing Jesse with them. So stay tuned for that. And then I'll actually be doing Take Your Position with Carnage. Before Carnage, I'll be doing the Take Your Position with both the Joker, the NR Joker, and the DX-19. So definitely stay tuned for that. And then yeah, we have Comic Book Talk with Friends tomorrow. The Naked Truth I'll be doing with Brendan tomorrow as well. And also we have, let me see here. Yeah, Say What Wednesday. Uncivilized Scoundrels on Thursday, and also Figure Flex Friday. So stay tuned for that. Everybody out there, if you haven't already subscribed, make sure that you do. Thank you guys for being here. Have a nice day. I got to get my ass out of here, go to a baby shower. But besides that, you guys have a good one. Peace out.